Importing data means uploading or entering data from external sources to software that we want to use. Then, we can use the data to do further exploration or analytics. Among the external file types, we commonly see spreadsheet files, which we can open directly using spreadsheet software like Microsoft Excel or Google Sheet. We can also see text files a lot. Let's assume that our data are structured in text files. These data are commonly structured. They are arranged neatly according to certain patterns. This is an example of a text file. I open it using Notepad in my computer. You can see that they are actually structured nicely and separated by comma. So comma is the indicator, or we call it the delimiter. Now let us try to import the dataset that I showed you just now. I'm using Microsoft Excel 365. So if you are using other version, then your layout may be slightly different from mine. But no worries. As long as you are using 2010 and above, then you should be able to see what I'm seeing here, which is the data tab. And you can see a button here from text/CSV. Now let us load our data from text/CSV by clicking this button. Make sure that you have downloaded the data files and put them in a desired folder. I'm downloading them here. As you can see, I have prepared two data files which has the same name. One of them is comma separated files, CSV, and the other one is text document, TXT file. You can choose either one. If you want to test another one, after this tutorial, you can repeat what I'm going to teach you now. So for this example, I'll choose CSV file first, import. If you still remember the raw data file that I showed you just now, each row, they are features separated by commas. So here, the delimiter here shows comma, so it should be correct. And Microsoft Excel smartly separated them into columns. So they are now all arranged nicely in a table. If you are very confident that your data has no problem, then you can straight away load them. But now I'm going to show you what is transform data. We can do something nice here. These windows will come out. This is actually called the Power Query Editor. There are several tabs here: Home, Transform, Add Columns, and View. Today, let's look at what Home tab has. For example, we can remove columns, remove rows here, split columns, and so on. And another thing that I wish you to look at is this data types. So now we are highlighting the first column, client number, and it is automatically detected as whole number. And if we click on attrition flag, the second column, it will show text because they are text. The third one, whole number again. If we move on to columns like this one, credit limit, it shows decimal numbers, meaning that they are numbers like this, 1438.3. So it is not just integers. Now, I would like you to look at this client number. It is detected as whole number now. If it is detected as whole number, then we can actually do aggregation on this column. That means maybe we can find total, we can find average, and so on. But obviously, this is not meaningful as they are just like ID. So let us treat this column as text rather than whole number. To change this, you can either click on here and select text, or you can click on the icon here to select text. And it will ask us whether we want to replace it or we add another new step. So for this, I would just replace the current one. And you can see it is now changed to text. So another excited thing that I'm going to share with you is, let's go to the View tab. And you can see there are several boxes for us to choose from. So I want you to click on this column distribution. So you can see they are frequency distributions. For example, this one, 2 distinct 0 units. Then we would know that there are 2 distinct values here. Okay, the existing customer and also a treated customer. If you want to further look more things about this column, you can click on data quality, where it will show you whether there are any empty cells or any cells with error or not. So our data looks nice, where all of them are 100% valid. You can also click on this column profile to see what are the unique values here. So let me click back at client number column. So you can see each of the client number, there has only one frequency, one count, one client with one unique number. But if you click on this attrition flag, there are a lot of customers who are existing customers, and we have a few here who are attrited already. So one more thing that I wish you to click on is this thing here, column profiling based on top 1000 rows. But our data has actually over 10,000. So let us click on this and select profiling based on entire dataset so that we can get clearer information out of the data. You can see the reading changes a bit. The total count now has 10,127. You can hover your mouse here and you can see there are around 83% of customers who are existing customer, and only 16% of them are attrited. You can do the same for the rest of the columns to roughly look at their distribution. Now everything looks nice, so we can load our data into Microsoft Excel. So we'll go back to the Home tab and select Close and Load. Now we are good to go. Now you can see this table tools and query tools appear. We have these two extra tabs. And under the design tab here, our table name is called credit card underscore churners. But now it is just loading our raw data set without the profiling that we have seen just now. So what do we do here? We can double click on this credit card churner query editor, and it will go back to the query editor just now. So now let's click on this expand button and right click on the blank space, select new query, other sources, and blank query. Click on this. And now it is named as query 1. You can change the name here to be data profile. You can put any other names that you want. So now put your cursor here and please follow me to type in equal sign and then table. As you type, Microsoft Excel will auto-generate a list for you to choose from. So we continue table dot profiling. Table dot profile. So now table dot profile has come out. I can just press the tab key on my keyboard to auto-complete it. So that means you don't need to type all the way until profile. You just need to press tab on your keyboard and it will auto-complete for you. When it's done, open a bracket and remember our table name just now, credit card dash churners. So we will find our table, credit card So as I type CRED, it actually comes out. You can recognize your data set by this hash sign and also the double quotation mark. So this is actually our data set just now. So as I mentioned to you just now, you can just press the tab button on your keyboard instead of typing the whole. Now, if you are done, just press enter. It may take some time. Wow, our profile is already loaded here. So if you wish to transfer this data to your Excel spreadsheet, just make sure that you are at the Home tab now and select Close and Load. So now a new sheet will appear with all the information that we have just seen. If you have downloaded the Power BI desktop, we can do the similar thing as what we did in Microsoft Excel just now, because this Power BI desktop also connects to the Power Query editor. So we'll click on Get Data, select text/CSV, and click Connect. So like just now, you select either one of the credit card dataset and click Open. So similarly, this window shows up and you can either load it or transform. So as just now, we also go to transform data and see what we can do there. The Power Query editor also shows up. And yep, you can change the client number data type to text if you want. And replace current. So we are good to go. Now, as just now, we also wish to create the profile table. So right click on the blank space here and select new query and blank query. As just now, you can also change the name to data profile or any other names that you want. Put the cursor here, type equal table dot profile, enter. Now it shows up as what we did in Microsoft Excel just now. So if there's no problem, we are ready to go. Close and apply. So how do we know if our data is ready? You see, once loaded, your data will appear in the fields section, which is here. So now we have two things here. The first is the credit card original data set, and then the second one is our data profile. So now let's focus on the data profile. Let's say I want it to display at the visualization canvas here. So I'll select table and I'll enlarge it. Now let's select column. Just tick the column and our column will show up. So you can press on average, distinct count, max, min, and null count. So all good because we don't have any null values. You may wonder why I don't choose count and standard deviation now. Because if you look at these two, there is a summation symbol here. This symbol means summation. But actually, it is quite meaningless if we want to sum the count and also sum the standard deviation. So, in order to get rid of this, you select this and a column tool appears where summarization here shows sum. We click on this and select don't summarize. Now the summation button disappears. Now you can click on it. Looks nice. And do the same with standard deviation. Select don't summarize. And now we can include standard deviation. If you want to rearrange the order of columns, you can just drag the cards here. Let's say I want to put average at the end. So I'll drag it down. So now average will change to the last part here.